Hey everybody! I decided since I called this Silly Sunday, we decided to be a little silly. Hey Jason, hey Lori, hey Warren. How's everything going? Which I don't know if y'all are even still in here because actually, I don't. Looks like Jason and Lori were in here earlier. Hey Warren, how are you? Anyway, into the replay crew. Hi, welcome in. How's everybody doing today? Oh, thank you. It's thank you, Warren. It's my bathrobe tie. My husband's laughing at me. I just want y'all to know that he's laughing at me.
You look like Daniel's son at the Mardi Gras.
Just dropped off some food at the office. Ooh, what'd you drop off? I might want some. I guess you could bring me some. Hey, Laura. It's good to see you. Thank you for dropping in. Like I said, this is to go with this silly Sunday. Anyway, we all need to be a little silly every now and then. Let me do this really quick while I got a chance. Sorry. Hello. Hey, Skylar. Skylar has apparently decided she's going to come and join us. Sorry, I just noticed Jason commented earlier, and I wanted to do this really quick. Hold on just a second. There we go. Yep, that's Skylar. She popped in for a second, but she didn't. Skylar never stays long. We've also got Jasper over here trying. He's busy licking his foot. Anyway, Jasper, you want to say hi? Come here. Come say hi. Say hi. This is my Jasper, for those of you who don't know. My little best buddy that won't quit licking my hand. Hey, Skylar. Yeah, you want to say hi to everybody? Laura says hi, Jasper. Ooh, Warren said he put olives and green beans in pasta. Ooh, that sounds good. Now I'm hungry. Would you quit licking my hand up there? I don't know what's on my hand, but something's on there. Yeah, we joke that she's got a broken meow because she'll start to meow and it cuts off halfway. Doesn't it, Skylar? Somehow my streams always end up being about the animals. I don't know why. It's not, we've been told I have a lot of animals. Ow, she got me. I guess Jasper wasn't quite done. You want to say hi? Can you say hi? No? Okay. Anyway, so I guess how'd y'all's weekends go? Did y'all have a good weekend? Anything exciting happen? My husband and I had our 9-year date anniversary and 8-year engagement anniversary. That was Saturday. We met and went out for the first time on February 22nd of 16 and then got engaged on February 22nd of 17 in the same place, in the same Waffle House. Give me that. All right, guys, she found a little bit of plastic and we dated for a year before we got engaged. But we figured at that point, I was 38 and he was 44. Yeah, because I hadn't had my birthday yet that year. We're 5.5 years apart, and we figured we weren't getting any younger. And then it wasn't, we got Married in 17, and less than 2 years, just under 2 years later, we had our little girl. Jasper, stop. Anyway, I see other people coming in. Hey, everybody, welcome in. Yes, I know I look silly. It's Silly Sunday. There we go. You know what? I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. Anybody that wants to pop in and say hi, please feel free. I'd love to have somebody come up here and hang out with me. Anyway, Jasper, stop it. He won't quit licking his feet. Now he's licking my hand. Anyhow, so yeah, like I said, we didn't really have not too much excitement this weekend. My daughter went and spent the night with my parents Saturday night and came back today. But other than that, that was the most excitement we had. She loves getting to go over and stay over there because I think pretty sure she gets spoiled over there. Stop. Anyway, so I'm sorry, I don't have a whole lot to say today. Just wanted to come in, kind of be a little goofy. I can be a little goofy sometimes, you know. Let's see if anybody wanted to pop in and join me. Let some friends know I'm live. Let's see here. Okay. There we go. Sorry. My daughter, she's 5. She'll be 6 in April. And she knows everything. She is 6 going on 20. And then I have my oldest daughter is 22. She'll be 23 in July. And she has a little girl that's 3.5 months old. So I'm a grandma. Can't believe it. Jasper, stop. Anyway, so yeah, I kind of started over. And for anybody that wants to drop in, you don't have to be silly too. I'm going to probably wind up taking this off. Yes, Warren, they are about the same age. Kristen and I have talked about that. They're, I can't remember exactly how far apart, but they're pretty close in age. And like I said, she knows everything. That child would argue with the wall. I'm pretty sure she would argue with the wall until the wall gave in. She's like her daddy in that respect, who's not paying me a bit of attention. Hey, if we get enough people in here, we could actually talk my husband into coming on the screen. He ain't listening to me. Warren says she knows everything. Does that mean she never asked you for help with homework? Hey, Jason. Oh, by the way, Jason, I gave you a wrench. Oh, that's okay. But actually, Warren, she's in kindergarten, so they don't have homework yet. But I'm pretty sure she would very rarely ask for help because she would tell you. She will swear up and down. She knows everything. We try to explain to her we've lived a lot longer than she has. Hey, Tracy. Thank you, Jason. I don't, like I've told all my mods, I don't want anybody feeling like they have to be here. That's why I have several mods because I don't, like I said, I don't want anybody to feel any kind of pressure to be here because I know a lot of y'all are all busy and got lives, But anyhow, sorry, he's driving me crazy licking his feet. Jasper, hey Jen, you got here just in time. Look, it's Jasper. Tracy's, I'm almost 40 and I'm still learning. That's what I try to tell her. I don't know everything and I'm 47 years old. Jen says you're her boy. Are you her boy? Thank you, Jason. I feel the same way about you and Crafty. Now he's doing the same thing he did yesterday, guys. He's trying to eat me. He's about to get wound up. Last night, or the last time I was live, he got wound up and was over here just playing away. Then all of a sudden he just falls asleep. And I said, look, his batteries died. He's a little bit rotten. In case y'all didn't know, he's a little spoiled. Are you spoiled? I see everybody's saying hi to you. Can you say hi? He says, no, I would rather eat your fingers. Hey, Journey. I dropped the link up there if anybody wants to drop in. It is kind of an open panel. I decided to look a little silly today, too. What are you doing, you weirdo dog? You guys, I don't know if you can see him. His butt is off on the couch. Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, Jason, yes, you are right. He is a pretty good dog. I think I'm going to keep him. I'm going to drop this stream. Drop the link again for anybody that wants to pop in and say hi. And you don't have to look silly to come on here with me looking silly. Oh, look at there. Hang on, I gotta get this thing over here. Hey, Journey.
I'm buried.
Oh, look at the kitty. Look, Jasper, it's a kitty.
All she's doing is purring. This is Angel. She likes to be in the crook of your neck or in your lap at all times.
Oh, she looks a lot like one of mine. She is pretty. And actually, he'll probably be up here any moment. Where's Dakota?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah.
We haven't done this in quite a while.
No, we have not. So, how's the family?
They're doing good.
Good.
She's growing like a little weed. How's yours?
More of an adult than a child in her mind.
I understand. Mine's 5 and thinks she's grown.
Well, and that's what I experienced with Caitlin when she was younger too. But now it's like 16 is not sweet at all. I don't know where to get sweet. And then she says I mock her when I tell her dad, I was like, don't go in there. She'll do this. And I was like, I'm telling him, if he goes in there, he's just going to get yelled at.
Sorry, this thing's driving me crazy. I thought I'd be silly for a minute, but I get that off my head.
Well, it's go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just going to say I've survived the teenage years with one. I promise that you do eventually get to the end of it, somewhat.
I hope so. It's a very interesting. Any time we try to have a conversation, the way I say something, if I don't use the right words, it's wrong. So then she just wants to argue about the words used, and I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, I have a feeling my 5-year-old is going to be the same way. My oldest, she wasn't that bad as a teen, really. I mean, she had her moments, but she wasn't really that bad. But come here, Dakota. I'm gonna see if I can get Dakota to come over here. He looks a lot like your cat. Dakota, come here.
This one now gets mean. She used to be so pliable when she was little. She gets mean if I start trying to move her. She will bite and claw.
Well, this little jerk just
Dig
walked
in
over here.
and then run away. And I'm just like, she's not nice.
Well, this little jerk just walked over here, walked up to the edge of the couch, and then turned around and walked off.
So this
She's
is
so
what I
pretty.
see when I'm trying to watch a TV or play a game because she's away. Ugh.
She looks about the same size as Dakota. How big is she?
She's short. She looks half the size as any other cat that I've had.
Oh,
Didn't really grow. And she was wild. She's just the most docile cat, wild cat that I've ever owned.
we have one like that. Her legs are really, or her legs are short. My husband and I always talk about it. It's just like she's got these little bitty stubby legs. And she was also the one, happened to be the one we found in our yard.
Yeah, she's 8 years old. Still looks like a kitten. And she's probably about 6 or 7 pounds. And then Zoe's 9. She still has PTSD from being stuck in a cage and everything for 8 months.
Poor thing.
Yeah. And so she only likes me. She used to be a lap kitty until I got her a year later, and then she was like, this one beats Zoe up. Yeah, you attack her. You wait around the corner knowing that she would be scared and just attack her. But now, guess what she gets? She gets the wild dog that likes to poke at her.
Warren said, "What are your daughter's biggest interests and hobbies?" And you said she's 16.
Yep, it's plants, and building Legos. Like, she has an engineer mind, and then of course animals. So she's really into biology and all that. It's just her grades for math weren't high enough. So she's trying to get into chemistry, was it? I always get the name wrong. Yeah. So I was like, you're going to be good at it. You just need to do the work.
Yeah.
Yeah, she will not be any type of server or anything with people. She needs it not to talk back to her.
Yeah. My oldest was talking about being a nurse, but I don't know whatever happened with that. She never ended up going to school for it. And now she's staying at home with the baby.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I had a medical career, and now, and then I went to special ed. I worked with kids, early child development and stuff. And then now I'm back at retail because I injured myself, and I was like, I don't want to see a damn kid for 10 years at least, because one got really angry and kicked me in the back, and that's how I wasn't even able to, keep up my certs for medical. So.
Yeah. I understand that. Warren said he had a grocery store job for a few months at 16, but was often too slow and meticulous. Yeah, I understand that. I did fast food for almost 20 plus years. And now I've been writing my books. Right now with my eyes, I haven't been doing anything, but I'm going to have to find something, I guess. Or try for disability.
I know. I'm trying to delay the disability because I was placed on permanent disability, and I hate the word plateau, and that was thrown around so much in 2021, and I was placed on permanent disability, and I was like, I'm gonna prove you wrong. So I worked
Yeah.
so hard, got off of it. It took me a year and 4 months, and a year and 6 months later, I was back on disability for a year for my arm. I was like, why? Why? I worked so hard for my back. And now I have an arm. Yeah, now I have more titanium in my arm and back.
Oh,
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, okay, I think I just need, life is telling me to stay down.
so you the are you trying to be the bionic woman?
Apparently. So my issue is that I am going to most likely have another spinal fusion because I'm so young.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, so as long as I can have a life before that,
Yeah.
because the odds of having it successful is 1 out of 3 surgeries. It's
Yeah.
insane. And so this surgery was successful in the way that it stopped me going paralyzed. I just had to do all the
Yeah.
muscle memory, regaining that. But then,
Um,
and that took a lot of guts to stick with.
yeah.
Like, I am getting better. And to know that I have stenosis in my spine and that it will just be used more when the time comes because it degrades
Yeah.
your vertebrae faster. And I'm just like listening to all the statistics, and you know how they just go on, like, and you're trying to process it. And
Yeah.
and I'm just like, nope, not me.
When
Yeah.
my husband has all kinds of health issues, and a lot of times when we go to his, especially to his doctor's appointments, I have to take my phone and like put it down beside me and and record because I can't I can't write fast enough to keep up to take notes, and there's no way either one of us will remember everything they tell us. So I've got
No.
all kinds of recordings of talking to the doctors. You know, I figure as long as I don't put them out online, there's nothing illegal about it.
No. Yeah, that's the whole thing with when I tell my husband he needs to come because my brain, like, I can when it's with it, yeah, with me being a patient, I'm not a good patient. Especially I'm going, no, that's not happening. But I get the logistics of it, but spewing everything at me and knowing like I have to follow all these guidelines and what would happen if I do this or that. It's like I'll bring him and it's more of an argument because I was like, the doctor didn't say that. And he's like, yes, you did. Because I immediately like, not useful, not helpful.
That's why I record it because I'm like, he said it right there. See that? There, he said it. Of
Yo,
course, not that he always listens to the doctors anyway. Now we have a nurse with our doctor. She's become a pretty close friend too, and one of the reasons I love her dearly is because she doesn't sugarcoat anything,
right.
like nothing at all, and she will tell him exactly what he needs to do and where she will put her foot if he doesn't.
Yeah, and you need those. Like, I need more of that.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, she does it because she cares. She's not.
Oh, yeah, no,
You can tell
exactly.
that she cares. She'll call me and she'll say, "Alicia, I worry about Scotty."
Mm-hmm.
The
No,
doc.
it does because, we just want to do what we want to do and not have, to live by other rule. Yeah.
Not have repercussions.
Yeah.
Did the doctors check to see that you were following along while they explain things?
No. They spew out all the information and then they ask any questions.
Yeah.
You're like, by the time they're done, you just went out of there, so you say no.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that does that. And then after I leave, I think, wait a minute. Come back here. Let me go back.
Well, the same thing with the pharmacists. I thought I had, everybody thought I had pneumonia, and I was like talking myself out of it. I've never had pneumonia. I don't have scar tissue on my, like, but I can't breathe. Like after having a cold and then got tested for everything, every virus, and I'm not. Bacteria, no. Chest x-rays, clear. It's allergies, but I cannot catch my breath. Like I'm just choking on air.
Fun.
Yeah, so they gave me an inhaler, and I don't have asthma. And I remember my daughter having acute bronchitis from a cold, like, and she needed to use it. So, but that was like when she was like 6 years old, like 10 years ago. But they're like, the pharmacist will go over it. I was like, nope, been here too long. I'm done. And then by the time I get home, I'm like, I don't know how to use this. And then it's like, you should have took the time. Not just looking at
him. To talk to him.
Going, I don't want to talk to somebody. Nobody anymore. Just give me out. Give me what I need. We're good.
I'm getting to be one of those that if this place doesn't have a drive-thru, I ain't going. We have a drive-thru convenience store near us. We have Walmart gets delivered. We have, pretty much everything is drive-thru.
I was surprised. My mom got her cigarettes through a drive-thru in Texas. And we don't have that out here in California.
We have one.
Yeah. I was like, wait, on the other side, there's a gas station, but you can just wait. I was like, what? And then because I would have to pick it up for my mom because she could no longer drive. She had cancer and everything, but didn't realize it. And it spread through her whole body before she even got tested. So here I'm driving, picking up her cigarettes because I even asked her, wouldn't you want to stop smoking? And she's like, I forget the phrase, but she's like, can't put the horses back into the barn or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? I was born in Texas, Warren, but I live out in California. And my mom moved back to Texas after my daughter was born. She always wanted land and be back out there. Yeah. So she only moved back to California to get help from her dad, my grandfather, with two small kids. So, yep.
So, my this one convenience store here, it's not even a gas station, it's just a convenience store. And that's one of the reasons they're so popular is, that is because they have a drive-thru. They've actually just upgraded the store from this little bitty shack to an actual, more of a building.
Structures are very interesting throughout. Like West Coast, we're building up higher for some reason because we now can prevent or, have structures that are up to code for earthquakes. But before they used to be so short. And so Arizona's weird because all of a sudden in the middle of nowhere, there's this brand new, complex of all these stores and stuff, but it looks like it should belong because it's so brand new. Like it shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
And then Texas, it's I started getting told of what I wasn't sure of like good parts of town or not. And then one, I was upset with this person because no one walks in Texas apparently. It's like, what do you mean no one walks? And there's this one person at a stop sign, and then I went to go through, and then I started yelling at them, and the person with me was like, "This isn't California. We do not have road rage. They'll just pull out a gun." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "I'm just letting him know I was just gonna run him over." Oh.
I just Warren said, "I'm sure the smoking does make her sound like one of the horses." HOA.
She smoked 2 packs a day.
Hey,
2 packs a day. It was $500.
whoa, that's a lot.
$500 every 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Yeah, I would, or 2 weeks. It was insane. And I was like,
my grandfather passed back in 2005, but when he was alive, he smoked up to 4 packs a day. Back then they were a lot cheaper, but still. But he would sit there if any of the rest of us smoked. Sorry, Jasper decided to flop down on the computer.
Okay.
Any of the rest of us smoked, he'd sit there with a cigarette in his fingers going, "You don't need to be smoking." And I would just go right there.
Yep.
"Well, I've been smoking for 50 years. I said, "I don't care." He said, "You can't preach at somebody else when you're doing it too."
Yep. The only reason why I didn't smoke is because I smelt it in my hair, everywhere, no matter what. It was so overwhelming because she would not go smoke, because it was, I mean, you open the door and smoke just goes out. That's how bad it was. And it's just like, I feel like a cigarette myself. So
yeah.
Yeah, I just never, I mean, I even had friends that would smoke or whatever, and they stopped asking me because I'm just like, no, I have to breathe it no matter what.
Yeah. And yes, or actually, mine was when I was in school, it was to just say no. But I think DARE was coming in right as,
yeah,
middle school for me, I guess, high school. So yeah.
Yeah, DARE was at the end, but I remember Just Say No too.
Yeah. That was I remember always the Just Say No things all over the school. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, we were very sheltered kids. And at the time, we were like, just say no to what?
I know.
You're introducing the kids to those things. Yeah. We didn't know what that was until
my outlook was my neighbors and my mom and whatever boyfriend she brought home, and just, you knew something was off with other people and deals going on. And that's why my whole family thought my head was in the clouds. I was ditzy because I'd be like, la, 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 because I'm like, people have their own things going on. All I want to do is be happy. And I want everybody to be happy. Everybody's miserable and doing weird things and or acting weird.
Yep. Lauren said, I keep hearing that it make kids more likely to smoke, but I actually took the message seriously. Now, honestly, I did take the message seriously, but I still had my issues later on in life because it was. We'll just say there was people on. Neither of my parents ever drank or anything like that. That was, I feel kind of very fortunate for that. Now, Dad did smoke cigarettes when I was really little, but he quit. But still, there was drug addiction in the family, so I guess I was genetically predisposed to it. At some level. But the thing is, all my family lived like 500 miles away, so when we were kids, we didn't know what that stuff was.
Yeah, which is good in a way, as long as there's an open conversation about it, not like what I got hush hush. That's an adult thing. But then you're like, wow.
Now, once we got a little older,
I asked my mom at one point, and this is why it's so weird to realize like what's the truth and what's not. I asked my mom if she ever did drugs like when I was a preteen or a teenager, somewhere in there, like 13, 14. And she said in her early 20s she did cocaine. And then all of a sudden, several years when I all of a sudden had another question on that topic, because you didn't have conversations of like, back and forth communication. It was like a one and done. Stop fighting. And she's like, I never said that. And I'm just like, never mind.
Yeah. That's why. Now my youngest daughter, she's too young to know, but now my oldest daughter, she knows. And she knows that I had problems with it. And she also knows that she can tell me pretty much anything that she's done or she's doing, and I'm not going to judge her as long as she's taking care of the grandbaby and being a good mama. Okay. That's fine. Whatever's fine with me, and she is a good mom. I'm actually pretty proud of her.
That's great. Yep. Yeah. It's my dad is an alcoholic, and then I have family members that are like deep into drugs and stuff. So, but I keep my distance, and it's
AMLH
really hard.
Sorry.
Hey.
And look, I got to pick on MLH just a little bit. MLH, we can see you in my chat. For some reason, when I go into his channel, it makes me invisible. And he's tried to fix it. There's nothing on my end, nothing on his end. We don't know what the problem is.
You know what? People have been saying hi to certain people, and I can't see them. And I even put it on all comments and everything.
Nobody can see me. Nobody can see me in MLH's chat. See, he still can't figure it out. I just and I'm not upset about it. I know it's not his fault or nothing. I just like to give him a hard time about it because look, my channel lets you be seen.
That's so funny.
So I have a second account. A lot of times, if I go over there, I'll just I've gone to my second account before, but still, I just think it's funny. That's the only channel that happens in.
That's pretty funny.
See, you just need to make me a mod over there, MLH, and then you'll be able to see me. I'm kidding.
Anyway, something weird happened today, and I'm trying to think of how I'm gonna handle it on my channel. But I was in Trashies today, and he's just started restreaming. I don't know if you know Trashy BMW.
Yeah,
from Chicago.
I mean, I'm subbed to him, and I've watched him a couple times, but I don't really know him.
Yeah,
but yeah, I know who he is.
That's what I meant. I'm like, don't you all get together?
Well, no, what I mean. I know you by talking to you and stuff, but no, I've watched him maybe once or twice. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, the last time I really saw him was when he found all those documents and went over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just popped in, and I always forget it, but it's that Nation of Islam. NOI, I guess. There was a long line.
Yeah.
And he was like, went over there, and he's like asking questions. And I just popped in, and I mentioned, I was like, a lot of Scientologists actually post things about this, this church. So there is a huge connection in the Chicago area. And I did a couple more comments, and then a person decided to say hi to somebody and then say hi to me. But how they said hi to me is, "Hi, Sarah from Vacaville." That's my town, and I haven't said
Wow.
until now. Open, and I paused, and I was like, "Are you talking?" I'm like, "Jerry, are you talking to me?" And he disappeared for an hour. Like at least an hour, and I got out of the chat and everything. But I was
That's
like,
weird.
Osa. Oh yeah, I went to his channel, and he's only been had a channel for December. Opened it up December 9th, 2024.
Wow.
And I'm like, you totally just showed yourself. Totally just popped out
Yeah.
of a hole.
Exactly.
So I
Right?
immediately told Trashy, this person's Osa. And then I went into others and I was like, this person's Osa. And they're like, oh, okay. And I was like, good. Because I'm like, hey, at least we got one email down.
Right.
Because I'm
You
like,
have to let
yeah,
you have to let me know who it was. I don't know if you want to say it here, but
Jerry Kotz.
oh. I have to remember that.
Yeah. I was
And
going to do a video on it, Dear Osa video again. Because
yeah.
like, you're so weird. Because he didn't just say, hello, Sarah from Vacaville, and he did a wave.
Sorry.
Good to see you. So that's why I'm all, oh, you're just trying to show that what you know about me. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry the computer keeps shaking, but Jasper has decided he's going to bump it constantly.
Yeah.
He wants in my lap and the computer's there.
That's what this one does. And that's why it's like, I can't see through you. One, OSA is a Scientology term. It's their kind of investigative department. They call it dirty tricks, but
that's a good guess, Warren. It's actually the Office of Special Affairs. That's a good guess, though. Organized. Yeah. Actually, in case you didn't know, Journey, I am OSA. That's what I've been informed of, that I'm OSA.
I've been going through the timeline to make sure of the entity's timeline, and of course, you know, there's a lot of lawsuits and everything. And the Hacienda Gardens, which is where you stay, right?
Yeah, apparently that's where I stay, and my bunkmate is Becky.
Twice now, it has been fined for overcrowding.
Well, you know,
it might be better nowadays, but in the 80s, I could understand why you wanted to move. You needed a little more space.
Yeah. That's why if you ever see Becky and I together in a chat, or she comes in here, we call each other Bunky, and that's like our little joke, because you know, we must be bunkmates. So you know, she's Bunky.
Oh yeah, no, there was a certain number, 34 units out of 200 were cited for overcrowding or something like that. It's insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think I remember Reese talking about her former mother-in-law. There were being like 10 to 12 or maybe more women in one room. Well, that's just crazy. I mean, 4 would be crowded in one hotel room.
I know. And it's twin size and just unbelievable to be stacked and then, like, you know, angle the bed to where pretty much every wall is taken.
Wow. I mean,
it's kind of like a bad summer camp.
Right? That's a summer camp that nobody wants to go to.
No. Oh.
I'm being invaded over here. We feed our oldest cat. He has trouble with dry food now. So he's the only one that gets more soft food than the rest of them. Like, he gets fed by himself. and he has decided it's time for him to eat. And gosh, he's
Hello,
camped
you
out.
have a mosquito.
Yeah, that's one of them. He's been camped out right there. Like he's like, Mom, it's feeding time, Mom. And yes, Warren, 10 to 12 in one hotel room is. I think that they have bunk beds. Like apparently they have the bunk beds crammed in there, from what
Yeah.
I understand. But
Yeah.
still,
And they're like 3. Yeah.
I think
It's just
they're
to
3 high.
hear even. I don't know if the Sea Org made their own bunk beds, but I know the kids had to make their own bunk beds.
Yeah.
Insane.
I would assume so, since the Sea Org had to clean up after everybody else. They probably have doing their own beds too.
Yeah. Well, it probably doesn't, come like that. The bunk beds.
Yeah. Hey, Kim.
They're not made for that.
Oh, yeah. Warren says stay in there so you can protest. No, Warren, actually what we were discussing is the Sea Org, like the Scientologists. That's the rooms that they are crammed in.
Yeah, we're joking that she's staying at one of the.
Oh, yeah.
condominiums.
I forgot
So
that.
she's not
There
safe.
No, I'm not. So there was a list apparently that went around a little while back. And hi, Kim. I don't know if I said hi to you. There was a list an email that went around a little while back that named off several people that were accused of being OSA that are very clearly not.
I know.
I was one of them. They said I was OSA and I lived in the Hacienda in the Gardens. And so was Pinchy Becky and a few others. So Becky and I decided that we rescued bunkmates.
Yeah.
But anyhow,
No.
I'm gonna drop this in here one more time and see if, just in case anybody else wants to pop in here with us.
Yeah. I know. Just when you popped into a chat, I was like, it's you. Or no, you did a video.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
I know I was doing the open panel every week there for a little while, but then, everything kind of started falling apart and life kind of got busy. And there for a little while, I'll be honest, I was afraid to do an open panel because I didn't know who was going to come in here.
You didn't know what? It glitched.
I didn't know who was going to come in here. I was afraid to do an open panel for a little bit.
Well, what is it? Crazy Love is Love? Her channel's not there anymore.
Really? No, I think she changed to a different name.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't remember what that name is. Now, if Jen's still in here, I don't know if Jen is. Jen would probably know what it was. Oh, here comes Sabrina. And Warren. So Warren said, so people opposed to Scientology accuse you of being part of OSA, which acts for Scientology. And it's not the C word. She's actually saying the Sea Org, like SEA org, ORG.
Yeah, because they kind of replicate the Navy. They used to dress up in these uniforms and they Jen, that's bummer.
Yeah. But yeah, there was just somebody that didn't know what they were talking about, Warren, that decided that they were going to accuse a bunch of us of being part of OSA.
Yeah. It's a version.
Yeah.
Right.
Most of us just had fun with it. Now, there were a couple people that got upset by it, but for the most part, most of us just laughed at it and kept going.
Well, that's why when that person just said my name and then the town I live in and wave and good to see you, I'm just like, Osa?
Yeah.
Are you in here? That's what
Jen,
I
did you
dare
hear that
talk to
part?
me?
Did you hear that part, Jen? What she just said? About somebody knowing her name and the town she's from. That's kind of eerie.
Because I've never said it, but for a year now I've been hinting. I've been giving more and more.
I mean, I'll tell you what city I'm near, but I don't think I don't think I've said the town that I'm actually in. I mean, I'm in the Chattanooga area. I don't mind to say that, but it's a big area.
Well, that's what I mean. I actually said Northern California, in between Sacramento and San Francisco. I've kind of hinted where my daughter's high school is because it's right outside an Air Force base, but it's not the town I live in. And so it's just, and they have an armed guard with a gate right there letting kids in and out of the base to go to school. So it's not like I'm like, like throwing my daughter out to Osa. But she's in most of the safe place because you can't even hack or I can't even do videos right there because it gets kind of cuts off and glitchy.
So my husband said to tell you hi. I've been running. She said hi, Scott.
My username, how yours is this one I thought?
Yeah.
Mine is Psycho Scarecrow.
Yeah, his username when he comes in, he uses his regular channel is Psycho Scarecrow. So if y'all ever see anybody like that coming here acting crazy, it's okay.
No.
Yeah, Jen said that somebody talking about crazy love. Jen said somebody set her up on one of her open panels is what happened. That's awful.
Somebody set her up what?
No, it's another streamer got her whole channel taken down.
Oh.
Yeah. Him said if someone shows up in my town, it's so small, everyone will be talking about the car without a state plate for weeks.
Well, that's what's so.
That's here.
Yeah. That's why I don't know how to go about it because I'm just, because I know their tactics, they just don't know mine. And so I don't know if I should out the last year of exactly what I've done.
Right.
So you finally figured it out. I've been giving you subliminal messages. So sad, you finally got on. Because I actually gave my whole, I outed myself twice. I gave an email address that I use for something else. Like, I use Compass Journey 2020 for YouTube, but I did Sarah BM 415. What's that? It's like, obviously.
Exactly.
And then I posted on the maps. It says Sarah May. That's my name. May's my legal name. So I totally so when someone goes, hi. So the one thing I haven't said, but I've said pretty much everything around it. Because Vaca means cow. Don't ask me. And I grew up in Napa. I gave my whole story, Osa. Come on now. That's the name of the town. There was a cow that assaulted a person, got loose, and was running down I-80, blocking traffic. And I was in a someone's live, and I was like, "Hey, some crazy news just popped up. Watch out for the random cow that assaulted someone." And so I'm like, it's not hard to follow what I've been saying, but to say, hey, I know you, I know where you live or whatever, because I've been saying there's 5 houses on my street. How many can say that? So I'm like, subliminal message. Right. So I'm like, I'm not shocked you actually found me, but thank you.
Thanks for paying attention. Kim made me laugh too. She said, my brother-in-law parked his truck outside my house for 45 minutes and the sheriff dropped by to make sure I was okay.
That's what's so funny because we bought a new truck and it was out there for like a week and the neighbors called the cops saying someone's parked in my neighbor's parking My neighbor, and we're like, that's our new truck. We didn't tell our new neighbor we were getting a new truck.
Warren said I must have been talked about like that when I worked in Hastings, Nebraska for a year. Well, maybe they got used to you after the first couple of months or so. It takes a little while, Jen.
Yeah, I'm in a nice town. It seems more like a small town, but it's actually a big town. We pay more. The cops get way more money than even the fire department or randomly. So anytime other people come into our town doing crime, and that's what it usually is, some person,
Right.
10 cops will show up. One,
Exactly.
yeah. So it's like, no, they do not play games. And when I went to the to report to the federal building, I went to Fairfield where no, they moved to my town. So I'm like, I got the federal building here too. I was like, how am I gonna deal with this? Like, I don't want to be cocky, but I'd be like, and what was that announcement? Is it to scare me? Is it to intimidate me? Because I'll welcome you. Come on in. They're like, let's have a conversation here.
I was looking to see.
That's
Jen
that's
said-
crazy.
I don't know how y'all survive without Walmart. How do you do that? And as Eleanor Roosevelt said, small minds discuss people.
Hey, Auntie.
Hey, antics.
Oh
Thank
yeah,
you.
Warren. That's why I-80 goes all the way from the West Coast to the East Coast. And
Yeah.
but it was just so funny. Cow. Avoid the cow. And it has already assaulted one person, so I was like, how did it, like, what was the person doing to the cow? Or like, who was this random person? Oh,
Yeah, Jen says order everything that you can't get in the local shops. Warren wanted to know where the cow was, like what state.
oh, California. I'm out in California.
And
That's
Kim
why.
Roy says get eat out food in Walmart date night.
You know,
Oh, this is Sabrina, by the way, for those who don't know. This is Riri. We don't know what happened, but she's gonna have to go to the vet probably next week if it doesn't heal. Little place there, and then a place on her throat. We think one of the other cats might have bit her. Antics. Who hovers above you, antics? I'm sorry. I missed something there. Hey, Sandy Wendy. Bless you. I put the link in there for anybody that wants to pop in and hang out with us. Y'all missed it. I was using this as a headband and stuff. Oh, she said, Journey, you hover above her.
oh yes,
Jesus.
I do hover above her. I'm in Northern California. We have more farmland. It goes San Francisco to brackish water, and then wetlands, and then farmland. A bunch of animals, and then it goes to Sacramento, and then pretty much not really orchards anymore. I mean, orchards are kind of near the farmland where I am. It's a different terrain than desert, but it's basically the foothills of the Sierras. So,
Right.
yeah.
And the town that my dad grew up in, which a lot of my family's still there. I'm pretty sure it's in Florida, but I'm pretty sure there's more cows there than there are people. And the street that my grandparents' land was on, my aunt still lives there. sorry, they just paved it like within the last year. It's been a dirt road, and I didn't like it. I told my mom, I said, in my mind, that's always going to be a dirt road.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of it being paved. Oh, Warren wants to know if there's vineyards in your area.
Not in my area. So what Vineyards ends up doing is actually moving out all the animals, sadly. So Napa, when I was a kid, yes, there are vineyards more on the outskirts, but there was still hills that did not have them. So deer were able to be there, rabbits, and all this different wildlife. And now they are overcrowding it. So where I went to middle school, there was cows right next door. Now it's a vineyard. So not in the town that I'm in, but yeah, you go up the coast and there's tons of wineries and vineyards. So just on the outskirt of the Bay Area. Yes.
I accidentally muted myself. Sorry.
No.
My sister actually works in a winery, and every once in a while, teach how to.
So-
No,
Petaluma has wineries. Napa has wineries. Calistoga. Trying to think of all the small towns. They used to be a lot smaller when I was younger.
I may be a widow soon because my husband just came in here. I said I accidentally muted myself. He said, "Teach me how to do that."
It's okay. My voice is white noise to my husband. That's what he says. Because I was like, why do I always have to repeat myself? It's like, it's just white noise.
Hey, Lori. Hey, Lori. I'll let you do that yourself. She said, "Give Jasper some love for her."
Oh yeah, the East Bay has gotten wineries. Dennis Quaid or Warren, where are you thinking of me? Or are you thinking of me? Are you talking about me?
Are you talking to me?
So Robin
Yeah,
Williams used to live in the hills in Napa. He used to have a house.
I think
You cannot poker.
Jasper looked a little confused when I put him back over. You laid him back down where he was, and he looked confused.
Willow.
He's been feeling a little. I think he's been feeling a little spoiled lately. My mom gave him some of her dog food. We were running a little short. My mom sent over some of hers. She feeds the good stuff. We don't get to always do the really good stuff. So he's been spoiled. Hey, Dusty.
You spoil. Can you just lay down?
And Dusty said, there you go. I'm just going to put it up there. That tell everyone hello, how wonderful Antiques is. Yeah, I think we will keep Antiques. We all like her.
This dog.
Dusty tried to disown you tonight. What?
Got a ball. You gave me a ball. You just dropped me a ball. How's the ball? How's the ball situation?
Anybody that wants to pop in and join us is more than welcome. I just put the link in the stream again.
Is that yours? This is why she's piranha. She just wants to nibble.
That's what Jasper does. He wants to eat my fingers. And what? I've forgotten her name. What is her name?
Her name is Willow.
Willow, that's right.
She is crazy. It was my turn to finally name an animal in 9 years. and my daughter wanted it to be Willow. Then she called her Will, and I was like, you're about to make me not allow you. And so I get, she's psycho. She is psycho. I can't do anything without her. Literally her first 2 commands was don't be rude, because she just take bones out of my best boy's mouth. He's 7 years old, and he just left her. He's like, I don't know what to do. And so I was like, don't be rude, and then mind your business. She has to be in everybody's business.
That's okay, Lori. She'll be in and out checking trailers. Oh, we have somebody else now. Hey, Antics.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh, good. Oh, I can't see chat. Oh, wait a minute. I can figure it out. There's a way, right? No, I don't like that. It's not the same.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
Oh, Dusty. Yep. Her name is Willow.
How are you, Antics? I think. I don't know. Antic, are you there? She's not muted.
No, I think she was trying to figure out how to see chat and do it differently. So she might be. I'm on my iPad, so tablet.
Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. She's on here again. We have 2 Antics.
Yes.
Oh, get rid of one of them.
Let me make sure I get rid. Okay, never mind. It got rid of itself.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I was trying to look at the chat and I did something. Sorry.
That's okay. I have done that so many times when I've been on a panel with somebody. And I'll be looking at the chat, going, "Hey, wait a minute, bring me back. I can't see you in the chat."
I know. I want to see the chat too. I don't like the way this is set up.
Hey, Eric.
It's set up better for the host because the host can see the chat.
Yeah, I don't know how to.
Oh, it's not you. That. No, it's not a you. It's a StreamYard thing. Yeah. There's no settings to change that. It's just the way it is, you know.
Hey, Eric.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yep. Sorry. I can't seem to talk tonight. It's good to see you in here, Eric. Yeah, and before I forget, Sandy, thank you for modding. I appreciate it.
Oh, hi, Sandy. I don't know if I said hi to you.
Yeah, she's in here somewhere. Oh, Antics, did we lose you again? So I guess
oh man.
Yeah, I'll take that out. And Antics, if you can try to come back if you can. You know, and Jen, you or Dusty or y'all could jump up here and say hi. Antics, like I said, if you want to try again, come on up. Anyway, I think I needed this.
That's good.
Dusty, you had a couple trolls tonight. You know, I'm gonna knock on some wood, this is about all I can reach back here. I've only had like 1 troll. Maybe 2. In the whole time I've been doing this. And both times was when I was streaming vertical. Hey, kid. Sorry, Callie is coming over to say hi, and she started to step on the keyboard.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to show you. It's a little bit messy because she moves furniture, but this is Willow. She's completely upside down. She moves the bed, everything. Hey, Willow. Go wiggle that tail. Gonna wiggle that tail. No, you got a ball? Okay.
That's so cute.
I know, Dusty. I popped in just a little bit for your crab expedition.
Okay, we'll let y'all get by with it tonight. But next time. No, Eric, Papa hasn't popped in yet. Sometimes he pops in on my lives.
He's a little upset with me about the duct tape. But it's one thing I couldn't use with my daughter that I know I can use virtually. So there's no laws against that virtually.
Papa cracks me up, and he has come up on my panels before. Oh, I love his accent. Sometimes he's a little hard to understand because he's got a really thick accent, but I love listening to him talk. Yeah.
Yes. No, it's good to have all that diversity and to hear.
It is. That's one thing I love about this is actually it's literally worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, most of us are here in the States, but I think that it's literally across the world.
Right. So I've done, I don't know if it was a live, but I did a phone call because Scooter Mom helped me. No, I did do a live with Scooter Mom. Canada, Australia, Perth, audit, and then I just did one with Miriam, a Scientology up north, Denmark. So I don't know.
Exactly, Sandy.
Yeah. And Papa Smurf is in Ireland. Do you know which part of Ireland? Is it the top, the UK, or is it?
I think he's in Belfast, wherever that is. I'm not sure I'm not good with the geography there.
Ireland. I think that's considered UK. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. See, Lori has actually, she knows more about where Papa's at than I do.
Yep, northern. Because Belfast sounds familiar with Scientology's there.
Yeah, there's a song. I don't know if there's a song about this video that I used to watch all the time. It's about a little pug, which I know has passed away now, but it's from Belfast. The dog is in Belfast, Ireland. So that's what I think of. There's a part in there where it says I'm in Belfast, Ireland. Oh, I'm sorry. I am sorry, Antics. I didn't know you were still there. I'm sorry. I'm in Belfast, Ireland.
That's okay. Papa Smurf's in Belfast, Ireland. Yeah, that's correct. So it's right at the very northern part of Ireland. It's part of the UK.
Okay. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to leave you backstage. I thought you said
No, I kind of gave up, and then you said again, well, someone could come up, and I was like, oh, I want to come up just to support Sunrise because I'm tired too.
You.
I had a long day too, but I wanted to support you, and I thought, why not? Just come up and chat with Journey and you for a minute.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it. Yeah, y'all are busy
today.
I'll
try to avoid throwing myself out this time.
Smurf has a birthday on Wednesday.
He does.
That's true. Yeah, he does.
And Papa, I don't think Papa does lurk mode.
He has a mute button.
He's he was pretty sick earlier today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did he overindulge again?
Well, he did a couple days ago, so maybe it's from that, but I don't know.
Yeah. I guess I love when I see his name pop in. Yeah, exactly, Lori. Lori's sitting there. Papa is all in when he's here.
At the end of Manning's stream, after they did the bowling stream today, they went to a bar and they specifically sought out an Irish bar that serves harp because they wanted to do a little tribute to Papa Smurf. And so I emailed him and said, you gotta come over to Cubs Champions stream right now. So Papa came and they went to the Irish bar and they ordered 3 harps, and then one just disappeared. Papa must have had a really long straw. I think it was Pup. It was Pup that made that joke. Pup said, Papa better have a very long straw. Or no, it was Scooter Mom. It was Scooter Mom. Sorry. I mixed the two friends up.
Cubs champion, Lauren, that's one of the other streamers. He's
Yeah,
one of
Cubs
the
did a stream today.
He's one of the Scientology protesters. Sandy, if you have Cubs link on here, if you could drop it, I would appreciate it.
Cubs champion, Manning, and Scientology geek, and Chris Cinema were all
Scientology geek. Scientology geek.
Yeah,
Oh.
Scientology geek. I can remember her name very easily because it's the same as my oldest daughter. Her actual
name's
name.
Scientology geek too?
It is, yeah. No. Her real name is the same as my oldest daughter, so I can remember it easy.
Oh, and the reason I brought up the thing with the going to the pub, Papa, he got on for 5 minutes and he was like, I need to go lay down, guys. And they said, no, you have to stay. We picked a special bar just for you. So he finally stayed for another 10 minutes, and it did really cheer him up to have that little tribute done. But he didn't stay long. He's like, I've got to go lay down, guys. So he's not feeling very well.
Oh, I hope he shows up in Jen's chat tonight.
Is Jen going on tonight? She said she was so tired.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
I don't know.
I'm so used to her going on every night.
Yeah, she might still go on. You never know.
Jen, are you gonna go on tonight? I think she's still in here. Yeah.
If she didn't fall asleep.
Yeah. We all have to. We want to see you and Mona tonight. Oh, she said not tonight. Never mind. We're gonna have Mona withdrawals, and you too. Anyhow, I'm glad y'all came up here and hung out with me. I need this. I think I really needed this. It's been too long. Oh, I'm sorry, Jasper's. He's dreaming or something. He's over here huffing and puffing.
We had such a small showing for that stream today, but I knew I would. And there was a big demonstration in Chicago. It was really exciting. So, of course, everyone was there. So we had a very, very quiet little stream. But I'm hoping people will go back and watch it on replay at least.
Here you go, Lori.
Or at least see highlights clips on Scooter Report tomorrow.
I came in for part of it. I was on, I think I was in Manning's chat. Whoever chat you were in, that's where I was.
Well, I was in Manning's and I was in Cubs Champion. That's how slow it was. I was moderating for both.
Well, I know you and Scooter were both in there, but I didn't get to stay very long.
I went back out to get a link, and one time when I went back in, I accidentally went into Cubs stream. So I was like, hey, why am I not modded? This is weird. I'm not modded. Hey, Manning, mod me. And then Cubs was like, Manning, she wants you to mod her. And they're like, what? You are modded on Manning's channel. And that's when I realized I was on Cubs. And then Cubs said, well, I'll mod you on mine too. And I said, well, while I'm here, I'll drop links. So I ended up modding on both streams at the same time. And then Manning ended his, because he only had like 5 or 6 people in there, so that we could get everyone onto Cubs stream. Because, Cubs needs the watch hours and the attention. And any of you wondering how can I help support Cubs because you don't have money and you don't want to contribute money because, money's precious. People need their own money for themselves. But if you want to support Cubs, a really easy way to do it is just to go back and watch some of his streams and keep his channel active.
Exactly. And Lori and Sandy are talking about how cute you are.
Jasper is really cute. I wish I had a doggy to snuggle me right now.
I think he's kind of. I don't think he's real happy with me right now because he wants to be in there with the little one, and I won't get up and let him in there. He's the one that chose to come out. And See, Eric said I'll be doing a live stream at some point and talk about my journey with high functioning autism and how I struggle with it. And I'll be doing stand-up comedy to make people laugh. Love comedy. That's awesome, Eric.
That'll be fun, Eric.
Yeah. Sandy, would you mind dropping Eric's link in there too? I think I'm already subbed, but I need to make sure.
Hi, Lori.
Cheeky face.
Hi, Lori. Hi, Lori.
Look, there's another puppy. No, you want the ball? Well, you didn't bring me a ball.
But Jasper has a little lamb chop toy. He tries to tear it. So far, I've managed to save it, but it's his favorite. And I think I've got a picture of him sleeping with his chin on top of it. It's really cute.
My kitty has a little lamb chop catnip toy.
Oh.
Yeah, he got it for Christmas from my neighbor.
Yeah, we've had Sabrina going on 8 years. She's close to 10 years old now. She has this little bitty toy. It's a little toy mouse that it just rattles. I mean, it's nothing really special about it, but it's to her. She knows exactly what. As soon as we pull it out, if we'll find it behind stuff where she smacked it behind there. She's had that toy for the entire time we got her. She came with it. They said she really loves this mouse. And even all these years later, she knows that's her mouse, and she won't let any other cats near it. It's weird how she's kept up with it this whole time. Except when like I said, we'll find it underneath furniture or behind different, behind whatever. Yeah. Usually it's behind the cat tower somewhere. But she turns into a kitten as soon as we pull that toy out. It's adorable.
That's cute.
She rabbit kicks that thing.
Oh, funny.
Oh, there's Eric's link. Anyway, and I think, Sandy, have we already dropped Journey's link and Antique's link? I think we did, but
Pup dropped mine. Or no,
okay.
I'm sorry. Sandy Wandy dropped mine. Thank you, Sandy.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I've thrown a wrench at Jen just yet. I'll wait until she's not so tired one night, and then I might throw a wrench at her.
Yeah, it was Sandy Wandy who did it.
And I had Jason P was in here earlier, and he got a wrench thrown at him.
Getting all my streams confused. I've been on all day because, once you get off of one that you've been modding on for hours and hours, you're tired and you don't feel like doing anything else. So you end up just like browsing on other people's streams, and next thing you know, the whole day is gone.
That's why a lot of times I try to lurk, but for some reason in Manning's stream today, somebody kept saying something that I wanted to answer. I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna go lurk for a little while, then I'd be answering. I'm like, I'm not doing good at lurking today.
Yeah. That's me. I'll say I'm gonna lurk, and then I'll hear my name, or someone will say something like when you asked about Papa Smurf, where is he in Ireland? It's like, oh, I know the answer to that. And so I want to be helpful and I want to answer the question or whatever, or say, no, that's not right. Because I'm an argumentative person too,
Exactly. I wouldn't say I'm argumentative, but if I hear something not right, I'll be like, I don't think that's the right.
Yeah.
Anyhow, actually, we went longer than I thought we were going to. Hey, Big Chief.
Well, we have till midnight because Pup's not on.
That's true. Well, actually, for me, it's actually
3 a.m. for you.
Yeah, she goes on until 12:12.
A Big Chief.
It's 12:12 now. She goes on until 3 a.m. for me, but that's okay.
Yeah.
It's good to see you, Big Chief.
Hi, Big Chief. I can't see chat, but I'll take Sunrise's word that you're here.
I think where'd he go? He said, I know he said hi. He said hi to Journey, and I think he's already said hi to you. Yeah. Oh yeah, he said, "Hey, Mama Squirrel." There we go.
Aw,
So you can see it.
thank you.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it was good seeing y'all. I feel like I'm just running out of things to say.
No, that's okay. I know it's late for you. We're on the West Coast, so you're
Oh,
3,
I'm a night owl.
right? I
Yeah,
get
I'm a night
prime
owl.
time and time zones wrong. Is it 3 hours sunrise?
Yeah, it's almost quarter after midnight here. So yes, about
Okay.
3 hours.
Okay. I'm making sure I'm not just throwing out numbers and being like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Ugh.
y'all are 3 hours behind, but still, I'm a night owl. I've probably got a couple more hours I'm gonna be up, but I think my husband probably actually like to, try to talk to me a little bit. I tried to talk him into coming on screen with me, and he wouldn't do it. He's done it that one time when you were on here, Journey. That's the one time he's come on screen with me.
Well, it was good meeting him.
Yeah.
Big Chief, you're on the West Coast? You're on Pacific? Well, maybe you're not on the West Coast. Maybe you're in Nevada.
He's still near me.
Oh, is he?
Somewhere near me. I mean, I don't know exactly where, but in Southern California somewhere. I think up near Pasadena, but I really shouldn't say that because he maybe doesn't want his location given out.
Yep. Southern
okay.
California is just fine.
Yeah.
He says, it's okay. I don't know why. I guess I thought Big Chief. I thought you were in like Colorado.
I think so too, but I think I was just mixing it up with Mexican long hair.
Yeah,
But
I was thinking MLH.
you got a ball. She rolls a ball on me or throws it at me.
Yeah. See, Big Chief is a SoCal homie, so don't get it twisted.
Hey, Crafty. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta do this
Compton.
Really
I don't think so.
Of,
sorry, it's from the song.
Every time I hear Compton, I think of Eminem. Is that does that straight out of Compton?
No.
You're mixing people up.
That's not
Eminem's
surprising.
from Michigan.
Straight
out of Compton. Oh my gosh, now I can't. It was a group, but then individual came out of it. I'm horrible. Antics, do you know?
My brain is drawing a complete blank.
I
can hear the songs in my head, but I can't think of the names of the songs or the band names. I'm bad with names.
And I'm sorry to do that to you without warning, Crafty Witch, but I just did the same thing to your husband earlier in the stream, so I just threw a wrench at her.
NWA, that's what it is.
That's right. My husband will tell you I am horrible about remembering who sings which songs. Like
Ice Cube. Isn't it Ice Cube? That came out of NWA? I don't know.
That I don't know.
Shoot.
My husband, did Ice Cube come out of the NWA?
Big G said yes.
Yes. Okay. Sorry. Okay. I was asking my husband because he's right here.
Face, and that's why I'm like, I hope I threw out the right name. But yeah, it was Ice Cube that came out of that. Yeah, because it's F you the police. Because Compton, I don't know if I'm directionally correct on this, but isn't it like an LA suburb or like right above LA?
No.
Where's Compton then?
Compton is like what is it? Like southwest, isn't it? But it's like in the city. I mean, it's considered like LA. But I'm not 100% sure.
No, I know, but is it like past Oakland and all the Bay Area?
No,
considered
not at all.
southern California, though.
Oh, when
South
you
Central.
say past, you mean south. Yes, it is south. When I hear past Oakland, I think north.
Oh, because you're
Yeah.
yeah. I'm
So
like,
that's why when I
go
said,
down the coastline.
no, it's not past Oakland.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, then I do have the right thing. It's just when I think of LA, you know how Pasadena and all these other things just kind of blend, kind of like Sacramento. You have all these cities and they just all of a sudden you just have a directional
See, so I was right. It's just south. It's just like southwest slightly of downtown LA. So I'm glad I didn't mix that up because I would be embarrassed to be a Southern California person. I haven't lived in LA in like 2.5 decades though. So what do I know? I've been in San Diego for a long time. And I know that sounds close together to people in other states, but it's actually like a 3-hour drive from here to LA. It's not that
Yeah,
close.
it's a different world too.
It is.
So
Where is Fresno related to y'all? I mean, like
much
Fresno
farther north.
is Bay Area.
See, she'd say much farther south, and I'd say much farther north. So
it's not actually that far south for me.
yeah.
It is the last time I've been to Fremont was when I was a teenager. And I stayed overnights at my brother-in-law's mother's house.
Is that near Fresno?
Oh, Fresno, Fremont. Yeah, they're all Bay Areas. I got that wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, that would be like a 12-hour drive. Between 9 and 12 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like driving from where Sunrise is almost up to Maine. Yeah, about that.
Well, for driving to go from where I am down to like, if we go to like Florida, it's a 9 to 10 hour drive.
Yeah,
and that's pretty much the distance between. And say you're gonna cover the whole state, because then travel.
I did that once from where I live all the way up through the north of the state, and it was kind of exciting because I think we got on at like exit 8, and then we went up, and the last exit was like 2,958 or something crazy like that before it changed to another state.
The only reason I was asking about,
yeah,
I'm sorry, I was just gonna say the only reason I was asking about Fresno is I have a cousin out there somewhere that I've only met him a couple times, but yeah, that's the only thing.
Yeah, Sandy, I got Fremont and Fresno stuck in my head. Yeah, Fremont was when I would go. Fresno, I think I just drive by.
Jody, I'm bad with names, so I get certain places confused. Twice now, MD Media has mentioned Pomona and Claremont, because up where he lives by Pasadena, there's a Claremont there, and there's a Claremont down here next to Poway. So twice during his, I just forgot that I had done it before, but twice during his stream, I said, "You're in Pomona by Claremont? That's near me." And then I realized, oh, wait a minute, I'm thinking Poway. But yeah, I'm bad with names. I get them confused too. If they have the give it the same letter, I'm right there with you, Journey. It's close enough.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. In my mind, in my map mind, it's so close. It's right next to each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they're two different. Yeah, when you get closer to the Bay Area, thankfully, they've been working on. They're like tax dollars at work, and they've been working on it forever. Thankfully, it's getting better, and there's, I guess they're considered overpasses, which would be considered bridges to you guys. But it's like, yeah, this giant overpass / bridge, toll bridge. Yeah. Or tolls. Yeah. So they're changing all of it.
I've never been to California. I'd love to come out there and visit one day, but I've never been out there.
You're in North Carolina, right?
I'm actually in Georgia. I'm in North Georgia.
Georgia. That's right. I knew that.
Yeah.
Just forgot.
Thank you, Sandy. Sandy just reminding everybody to like.
So from you to go 9 hours north towards the east, it'd be like from you to maybe New York City would be about as far as it is for me to go up to San Francisco.
Yeah, I think it might actually be a little bit further than that. To be honest, we haven't gone north in a long time. We always end up going south. And I think Michigan is about a 10-hour drive.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah.
Here to Michigan.
Which is nothing to my family because they would go down to Florida from Michigan, especially in summers.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I can't imagine just going to San Diego for a weekend.
Well, I'd let you sleep on my couch if you came.
Oh, well, I just meant like, every summer because they're spring break type thing. My cousins would go to.
Well, I'd let you come every summer, but only if you stayed for a weekend.
I gotta get back down to Florida. I haven't been down there to see my family since my cousin passed away in 2010. I've seen the ones that have come up here, but I haven't actually seen the rest of them in going on 15 years. So I think I'm well overdue for a visit.
It was great seeing Holly and Cricket Cinema come out to support Cubs today with Manning. That was really nice.
Now, where were they actually at? Was it Boston?
Boston, yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, thank you, Lori. Lori says she loves my accent. I got that southern twang going on.
The Georgia peach.
And when I get tired, it comes out more. So, no, you want to hear southern twang. You got to hear my brother-in-law. Well, they're not technically married, but they've been together for so many years. Might as well, he's my brother-in-law. Especially when he's really tired, boy, he's got that southern drawl and just talks like real slow. He really is a country boy. We give him the worst time about that. We pick on him so hard.
Yeah, the closest I got to the East Coast, because I've never been on the East Coast, was first Kentucky, Lexington. That's that's where. And then just recently in 2021, when I went to Texas for my mom, the path to East Texas. This is the flight plan: is you fly from I flew out of not San Francisco, but another one, I forget. Arizona, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, to Shreveport, Louisiana, and then I just drive over the border to my mom's house. But we got stuck overnight in Georgia because there was a storm, and so it landed all flights. But that's the only time I stayed on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Lori,
I was like, I didn't get to see anything.
Lori, that's a great reason. I want to know about all your travels. Where do you go?
Atlanta is about 2 hours. It's about a 2-hour drive south from me. So we're literally like if it wasn't for trees and stuff, I could probably see the Tennessee state line from my house. So we're almost in Tennessee. Oh, Seeing
All
us
right.
having trouble finding your link.
Um,
I can do that.
thanks, Antics.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, when we left and flew out of there, we saw all the green that Georgia is, and we're like, oh, we need to go and see Georgia. Because my daughter likes to travel, likes to see things, but she doesn't like the travel part.
Right, the actual riding part.
What? It's all the adventure and what you get to see.
That's part of the fun of it.
Yeah, I think because she was only 12 at that time, but now that she's 16, she really, really wants to see.
Night, Crafty Witch.
Good night, Crafty. Then thank you for letting me throw a wrench at you.
Night, Crafty.
That's probably why she's leaving.
There you go. There's Journey's link. Well, at least I did warn her that the next time, I think I warned her the next time she was in my chat, I was throwing a wrench at her. We mod together over on a couple of different channels, actually. Reese's channel and the Lifeboat. Well, no, I don't know if she's on the Lifeboat, but I know we're both on Reese's channel. We both mod there. Anyway. All right. But does anybody got anything else y'all want to talk about before we wrap everything up?
I do.
Go ahead.
Well, we could talk about my failed attempt yesterday, or we could talk about more serious things with all the shit show that's going on. Which would you prefer? Be nice or me letting out some of how I'm feeling right now?
Let it all out. As long as
I probably shouldn't.
the only thing I would ask is just not naming names.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, then let's just talk about what I did yesterday. Did you see that, Journey? My failed attempt at auditing a UFO cult?
I don't think I saw that one.
I don't know if she heard me.
Your failed attempt at what?
Auditing a UFO cult yesterday?
Good
No.
night, Big Chief.
Yeah, I live streamed. I put the phone in my pocket, and as soon as I entered, it cut out and just scrolled and scrolled and scrolled. So everything was missed. I get back out. I restart the live stream. I asked what they saw. They saw literally nothing other than like a minute of my pocket time. And so I went back in, started streaming again, and it again cut out pretty quickly. So I'm going to have to go back a third time, but I wasn't going to go back in a third time in the same day. So I'm going to go back a third time and do static recording. But I did get a couple souvenirs. I got the Unarian spaceship pin, and I got some stickers that says, what does it say? It says, "Welcome, Space Friends," or something like that.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I like your avatar.
That is made by Cricket Cinema, the one, the only, the legend.
I was fixing to say that looks like Cricket's work.
Yeah, it was the very first one I asked him for. I asked him to make me one, and he said, "What do you want?" And I said, "I don't know, a squirrel in a spacesuit." And so that's what I got. I got a cute squirrel in a spacesuit, and I love him.
Oh, Eric said he was on your live the other day and it froze more than once.
Yeah, no, I had to go on 3 times. The 2 times it froze, and then the third time I went on to let everyone know I was okay. Because when I went back in and it cut out again, they were all worried about me. They're like, "What the heck's happening? She's by herself. She shouldn't have gone back in. Someone should have her number." So they're all trying to call me and email me and figure out what to do. So I could see some of the chat, but they couldn't see anything I was filming anymore, and I couldn't see them. So I just drove off, and then when I got away, I got back on and did another stream just to let everyone know I was okay at least.
Yeah.
It's funny.
That's always kind of scary when the person that the stream all of a sudden drops when they're going in somewhere and you're like, wait a minute, what happened to them?
I know, and I didn't help things because I titled my my live. I titled "I'm going in," so I mean that probably didn't set the right tone. Yeah, and then I think
no, probably not.
yeah, that's how I worried people because a lot of them assumed I was going into a Scientology org, knowing me and knowing what we usually talk about. But there's no way I would go into a Scientology org by myself. There's no way. I would go into a Unarian org by myself, but not Scientology.
No.
The Unarians have a lot of similar beliefs to Scientology. I was thinking I should do a stream, just do some research just on their religion and do a stream about it to explain what their beliefs are. They do have a lot of similarities with Scientology, but they're kind, so that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
But I mean, the actual bottom line beliefs, they believe that we are intergalactically connected with the outer planetary confederation, and they believe in past lives. They believe in a lot of the same principles as far as the spirituality part, but they're run so completely different. They're not run like torturously.
Right. Don't force people to be there.
Yes, they were really nice to me. They let me in and they welcomed me in. The guy was super sweet to me and walked me around and said I could film. And then the lady was like a little suspect of me, and I think she saw me trying to film. But then he said I could, so then I was just blatantly filming. And then when I came back, you could tell she wanted to kind of rush me out again and was like, what are you filming for? And, she wasn't super thrilled about me being there a second time, I don't think. But little does she know, I'm going back a third time.
That's I've always thought about trying to get into a Scientology org sometimes just to see what happens, but they probably know my face by now.
I wouldn't want to go by myself.
No, I wouldn't want to go by myself. I'd drag somebody with me.
Yeah, it's only for distraction so that all the focus is not on me,
Exactly.
It's not because I would necessarily feel unsafe.
Wasn't it Jeff from PTS for Life? Wasn't he the one that managed to sneak a phone in there and record? Not video, just record. Somebody did a while back.
I thought he did both.
He may have done both.
Because he did just a recording, just a voice recording in his pocket, but then he had it set up on a different time, still on his tripod, and it just filmed that, and he blurred out the faces.
Yeah. Jen says I stand out too much. They've seen me, so they wouldn't let me through the doors. Yeah, I think they'd probably know who you are.
Jen, they'd see that purple hair coming. Even if they didn't know you, they'd see that purple hair coming and they'd be like, that's a YouTuber. We cannot let her on
and
base.
They'd see Mona. Everybody knows Mona. She's famous.
Yeah, but I'm saying even if they didn't know who she was, they'd spot her as a probable SP just based on her hair color. They'd be like, that's a YouTuber. They're up to something.
Yeah, that one's PTS right there.
Yep.
Oh. Well, I guess so.
Sunrise is trying to tell us that she wants to go to bed now and that we should go home and play nicely elsewhere, Journey.
No, I'm just running out. I'm running out of things to say.
Oh, I got other things to say, but I've been keeping quiet about it because I should, and therefore I shouldn't have said that now.
No, it's okay.
I'm just really
So-
upset. I'm really, really upset. I'm not
There's
happy at
something that-
all with things that have been going down.
Look at what Kim said. The Scientologist would see me and say, "Oh, that old lady's just looking for a bathroom."
Oh, that's funny, Kim. I
So-
know. How many times have you had the cops called on your nail pup? This is what, like the 6th time or something? 5th or 6th, something like that.
To an antics
Poor
I was
lady.
gonna tell you.
Sitting on a public property and
She
filming.
says, "Yeah,
Yeah. It's crazy.
Jen, you should be on a first name basis with most of the cops there by now." Jeez.
Next time they come, it'll just be a nod. Like, oh, there she is. Give her a nod.
That's her again. Wave. Well, antics. If you need somebody to talk to and you don't want to do it on a stream, you can always email me.
See,
It's
this
just
the
not-
thing. I want to talk about it. I really want someone to talk to about it because I am really upset. I'm going to cry if I talk about it. But I don't want to put it in writing, and I don't know who I can trust to say how I really feel, and I don't know how they feel, and I don't want to make them feel any sort of way. So I haven't talked to anyone because of that.
You want to hang out and talk afterwards? We can. I think my computer's going to hold out for a little while. I don't know if you want to put anything out on an actual stream though.
Yeah, you're gonna record it and then post it later.
No, actually, I can't. I got the cheap StreamYard. Okay, it doesn't record anything.
No, I'm good. I'll get over it.
I'm always
Well,
here if you need
wait.
somebody to talk to.
Right, Jen.
Yeah. No, I really want to, but I just, it's like everyone calling everyone else out. You don't know who to trust.
Hey,
And
I
you don't want to say
understand.
something that's going to offend them because, of where they stand.
I completely understand where you're coming from there because there's been some people here within the past few months. There's been people that have turned out not to be trustworthy that I was shocked by.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna name any names, but
Yeah.
look, Jen said at least this time the cops smiled and waved as they drove by. So by the time they came to talk to me, they knew I wasn't a threat.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that? I can't imagine that 911 call. There's a lady with purple hair out here crocheting. Can y'all come out here and deal with her?
Thanks, Lori. You're right.
Yeah.
There you
No,
go.
they definitely don't say it like that. With me, I was blocking the door and not letting people in. Like no one's here, and it's a 57,000 square foot, 3 entrances.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah, and I'll let them in. I'll open the door for them. I even told them I'm like whatever, but I'm not blocking anybody. What are they talking about? But because
Right.
they thought I was blocking, preventing people from coming in and out.
Who thought that?
This was Sacramento PD.
Oh.
Yeah. Nope. So depending on what they're gonna do, my trespass is up in a year. It only lasts 1 year unless they reissue it.
Oh, good grief. So how long ago was
What are you
that?
gonna do? I've never been inside a building. The only reason why they appeased them is because they just they wanted them to do something, but they didn't realize that they don't own the sidewalk. So I could still hang out. They didn't realize.
Yeah.
I've had neighbors assume they own the piece of the street that's in front of their house. And it's like, the sidewalk's not yours. This part of the road is not yours. This is public property. But there'll be people that will like bitch that someone parked in my parking spot. And it's like, that's a public street. How is that your parking spot? So
Right.
I could see where Scientology, who thinks they're supreme ruler, would think that they own the sidewalk, you know.
Yeah. Well, I call it the moat of despair. So they have like the end of the street that's just a dead end. It literally goes through around the building. So the sidewalk, it surrounds the whole building. And they're on it by itself. So I can see why they think they own it, but it's public.
I do have one other update. I'm sorry,
What's
she
that?
wasn't done with her story and I'm interrupting.
That's okay.
I'm going to call in for City Works tomorrow with Mona and Audit LA.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
yeah. It's a little exciting.
Antiques Jen says she emailed you.
All right, so she's hinting I better check it now because save myself from getting in trouble.
Now, would we ever get in trouble?
Well, if I did decide to like go on a rant about it, I would do that on my own channel. I wouldn't do that to you.
The supreme ruler.
Eric, I don't know if you have ever watched Feral Cheryl. It's her
I was saying it like
channel
L.
name is-
Ron Hubbard does. L. Ron Hubbard says
Yeah.
ruler, supreme ruler.
Yeah, and that's why she makes fun of it.
Yeah.
Cheryl has. If you've never watched Cheryl, you've got to go on and watch Feral Cheryl on the Loose. She has all these short videos, and she talks about the supreme ruler, and it's like a yardstick that she pulls out.
She has googly eyes on it.
Oh, Eric, if you don't subscribe to Feral Cheryl, you're missing out. I'm sorry. She is hilarious. She cracks me up.
She's a real bright spark in our community. She really is. She's got such a
She
gift
is.
of humor. Yeah.
She is, and her laugh. I don't care. Sometimes I won't even know what she's laughing at. Like if I come in the middle of a video, and her laugh makes me laugh.
Yeah. She's joy. She's a joyous person. And
She is.
it's nice to find those people, you know, have a few of those sprinkled in your life because she just is like this little sparkle, you know.
She really is. And I don't know that she sees it, but yeah, she really is.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because, you know, I've done collaborations with different creators and stuff, and the ones that have met her have all said that. They've all been like, oh, Feral Cheryl, she's amazing. She's so funny and she's so smart and she's so sweet. So, I mean, you never hear anything bad about people that meet her face to face. I mean, if someone says something, you know, in chat, it's because they don't know her. They haven't paid enough attention because she's a wonderful person.
Exactly. I think so too. And thank you, Sandy. I appreciate that.
Guys, my battery life is at 5%, so I better head out. But it was great talking to everyone.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to head out too. It's 12:45 here, so I probably should try to at least spend a little time with my husband before I go to bed.
He might like that.
Yeah. Well, thank y'all for coming and hanging out with me. I appreciate it.
Nope.
Thank you for having us.
I hope you have someone to talk to, because it's not good to hold people in. So, all
Exactly.
right.
I'm slowly getting over it, but I don't know how to navigate forward. That's the problem.
But you can always, like I said, if you want to email me, you can email me, and I'll even send you my phone number if you want to talk at some point. That's
Yeah,
you can put it on
I'm
here,
just
of course,
trying to
but-
do my own thing and focus on that and not deal with the rest of it, you know?
Yeah, I understand that. All right, guys. Well, look, I will see
Cool, Eric.
y'all.
All right, bye, guys.
I will see
Bye.
y'all later. Bye. Thank y'all for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. And guys, don't forget before y'all leave, please make sure to hit the like, dislike, whichever, I'm not here to tell you what to think. And if y'all see somebody without a smile, make sure you give them one of yours. Y'all have a great night. Bye.